we'll go back to a little bit earlier, like the language. There's English, obvious, is a international language now, and you also the language for business. Would you say that? Like most of people do
Uh,
business through
yeah, I mean, in the
through
word, yeah,
English.
it go through English, yes.
Yeah, but even a place where they don't really speak English, they can be also maybe possibly business friendly, yeah, and the other way around. Like even a place where they can speak really good English, no problem whatsoever, but they are not so open for doing business with people, yeah.
I mean, language is just one barrier, but it plays a very important role in terms of like
Important
the
rule, yes.
in terms of like
It's
those
like a
definitions,
basic, yeah,
technical
yeah,
definitions of, like, for example,
yeah,
like in Slavic language, like one word which is like in English translate to the I forgot the word, but like it's like depreciation, but like another word for depreciation. In 7 8 countries of like the Slavic language, this word written the same, but each country has different meaning, you know so that makes like the complication, because like one word similar like written format, different meaning. That's why like they need to have like the standard, like in English or any other language, like the standard format of like the contract, then like to
yeah,
prevent any complications.
hmm yeah,
Language, it plays a role because of those like the written like terms and everything. Otherwise, like cooperating with people, collaborating with people, like even with Google Translate, you can talk with a person on the street, on the meeting or anything, or hire a translator. But when it comes to the written format, so that's the main part.
yeah. It's a legal issue there,
Yes,
and also, yeah, just general miscommunication can happen, and yeah, it can be a big problem for business. Yeah, yeah.
exactly,
So you're
exactly.
talking about some place if they want to attract um, business. They want to attract people. They try to make sure everything is
More
friendly,
clear.
including
It
more
is
clear,
more clear. Yeah.
easy and clear to follow through
Yes.
the logic. The yeah, I think that yeah. So okay, back to New York. Like, do you think every kind of business is good there, or do you think there's only specific kind of business? Like, there's a difference. Like for you, like if you want to um, recommend people
I mean,
to,
I can say like New York is more suitable for the businesses that they don't have the manufacturing part.
that's right.
More
Okay.
in office businesses. Anything like that they are like based in office and they don't have like the manufacturing line, New York is good. Otherwise, because of the manufacturing, you need to like buy the basic ingredient, and like cost of labor, cost of production in New York is higher rather than like other places. So it's not rational to do that.
Yeah, it's very high. Yeah. Um, this is yeah. I noticed that when I live in Canada. I mean, it's different from the states because on the states, well, I shouldn't say on in the south of the states, it's a Mexico. Yeah,
Yes.
Mexico. So yes, you can have some kind of exchange business there, and it's kind of dangerous to do that, but you can have this because in the states the cost of living is higher, but the products you can sell in a higher price, and Mexico is like opposite, yeah. So that's why so many laborers they come to the States and make money and bring back to Mexico. So that I can understand. But in Canada, really is far from everything. Um, so if I want to find a factory for production, even go to Mexico is very far. Yeah, like
Yeah, I
it's
mean, so that comes with the cost of like logistics and transportation. So that's why you need
yes.
to specifically about your like the product, no matter of what, you need to do the market research, find a break even point, like from which like pricing you cannot go like lower. And that price, like
Yes.
break even, for those who doesn't know, break even is the point that your product will cover just all the cost. There is no profit. The profit is zero. That's like the break even
Mm,
point. And then after that, when it comes to pricing and like the quantity production, so then you would know, for example, you have 1 cent, 10 cent, $1, $2 till like how much like money that you have profit on the product. Single and
mm.
as a like the mass order. So those are like the simple calculation. But yes, you need to find always you need to find like different supplier and compare them, negotiate with them, and try to have like a lower cost with the higher profit margin.
That's a problem. I think generally, not only in in Canada, but in the States, like especially well, Tesla is building a factory in Shanghai. Yeah, like the labor cost, the cost of the production. Like this is always one big thing in North America. Um,
I
so
mean, it's same in Europe as well. Now, like Mercedes,
Europe as well. Yeah.
now Mercedes and BMW and Audi, they're producing their cars in Romania. They build up a company there, production line, and like they produce there, and by the train they just transport it to other like countries and shipping to other countries,
In Vietnam,
continents.
where is it? Which
No,
country
no,
you
Romania,
mean?
Romania.
Romania.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they produce like in Romania now, like the one of the
Mm,
big percentage of production of the Heimler group and like BMW group is like it's producing in Romania right now.
okay. Oh, French also do that. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
like
like the Dacia and
French
like
cars.
Renault
Yeah.
also like yeah because
Yes.
of the cheap labor, like the minimum wage there is like 200 euro for per person in Romania.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
In Germany, minimum wage is like 1,800 euro. So it's like 9 times bigger. You know, with one minimum wage, they can hire 9 people.
Mm, yeah. But those are, I mean, in a real world, when you're trying to do this kind of business, like it's always lots of challenge. There's a legal challenge, there's a bureaucracy
Of
in
course.
Romania as well. I mean, yeah, it's theoretically, it's like people are always looking for a place where they can lower the cost of production and then ship to a place where they can have a better market, selling a higher price. But in reality, it's actually quite difficult to do that. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, like there are many barriers like in between involved, but yes, always like nothing goes well as you think and design it on the paper. Of course, there would be like something that you miss, and that thing would be like cost problem.
Yeah. I have a friend, my ex, my former colleague, and he is a Syrian. He live in Canada, but he hire like some engineers in India. So basically, he set up a company in Canada, and then he hire those people supposed to, pay lower cost to them to do the surveys, and he can try to find the clients in Canada. But eventually, it didn't work because he's those cooperate with in India, they just didn't show on time. They would say everything. Just those people. No, I'm not saying all Indian people, but those people they
Yeah,
say they are going to hand the result, but they never hand it. Like Yeah.
I mean, offshoring and outsourcing is like always, it's like very challenging. So
You are the expert. You do this too, yeah.
me offshoring and like outsourcing. I mean, I do
Yeah.
outsourcing, but mostly I don't do offshoring. Like it hasn't happened
Mhm.
yet because so I didn't have like mass production. But yes, like outsourcing for me, it's the better option because so I'm aware of technical part, but I don't do technical part. I negotiate, I
Mm,
bring in project, I outsource it, receive the result, and like deliver to the client. So that's what I do mostly.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're talking about this thing, but my my big issue was the the fact the culture, the business culture in North America is like go big or go
Go
home.
home.
Like I would like to listen to what do you think in the next episode, okay, regarding that. Yeah.
Sure.